Hi to you all once again. Yeah, I've been sorting out some more bulbs. The other video that I took today is being uploaded. I have problems uploading stuff. It takes hours. I'm still on what is known as copper wire to the telephone exchange. If it was on fibre optics, I think it would be quite a bit faster, but although I live within, well, quite close to the exchange, it's still fed by copper wires, so not to worry. Anyhow, it's uploading. And I thought, well, while I'm waiting, let's do another one. Now, as I say, the only reason I've got so many bulbs, I've been doing it a long time. And, you know, over the years you do pick up quite a few bulbs and things. And a lot of you know I collect other things as well, but mainly bulbs, barometers. I've got some fish, not too many fish. And what else have I got? I like the odd antique clocks and that. You know, obviously over the years I have picked up quite a lot of stuff. And if I can show the stuff and perhaps give you a bit of information that I may know or may not know, you know, I don't know everything, as I keep saying, and I'm always learning, and you know, I'm grateful to it. Anyhow, you know I love talking, so here we go. Anyhow, let's start off with an incandescent lamp. There's a biggie. I'll put it over there by the light. This is the box it came in. There's the filament. It's a coil. Give you an idea of the wattage and the make. Splendor. Now, you might be wondering, you've probably heard of that name before, but it's not what I would call a common name. Now, in England, where I live, or near where I live, there used to be a lamp factory at the Lombard estate, which is in Merton, which is quite close to Wimbledon. But Merton, and along the Merton Road was the Lombard estate, and in there was a company called Splendor making lamps. I understand they made lamps for such stores as Woolworths and probably quite a few other stores. At the time I never knew, I just knew it as Splendor, but it's actually owned by Philips, and it's the same Splendor as we see here with this one made in Holland. So it's under Philips. They're still going, the name still is used. And another name which is also associated with an English lamp maker is Pope's lamps, and they're in Holland now because the gentleman left England, I think in great disgust that he was not able to progress his business, so he moved to Holland and started a lamp factory there. And Pope appears to have used the same way of writing his name on the lamps, and I think that name is probably still used. I know it was used on electric cables. I saw the name Pope, so that's the derivation of Pope. And as we see, there is no fuses in the base, which I admit is a bit strange, but anyhow, it's a well made lamp. Edison screw base or cap, and the box is just a plain box it came in. Oh, I say plain, it's got there's the information on it. Splendor, clear, in several languages, made in Holland. 300 watt lamp, E27. That is the first one. As I say, I'm uploading the other lot, so hopefully it'll be on view very shortly. Now next we have another large lamp. There's the information about it. It's in all the languages of the country. GLS is obviously the English designation, General Lighting Service. Internal frosted, that means frosted as well. It's anyway, it's by Philips. Once again, I don't know the age. The type of package it's in will probably be a clue to the age. As I say, it's very similar to a three-way lamp I put up from America. It's very similar, but it's not a three-way lamp. It's just a normal GES or glass base lamp. And there's the etch. It'll show up all right. I think it will. There we are. Code is, it looks like just on there, just there. What does that say? There is a code. I can't make it out. It's 6. It looks like it could be either 6B or 6A or 6H. Your guess is as good as mine, as they say. Made in Holland. 200 watts. 220 to 230 volts. Once again, this 220 to 230 indicates to me that it was possibly sold on the continent and possibly sold in Holland, the Netherlands. Frosted. Can't see anything through the clear part on the base. But anyway, it looks a well-made lamp, and I would say a few years old. Coming on to more smaller lamps, we've got here a daylight. These were used for draftsmen, people that like to have a very clean type of light to work under. Superseded now probably by the compact fluorescent type or even the LED. But these occasionally turn up, and once again should be in the collection. This one, as you can see, it's got 2 supports. Never been used, as they say, new old stock. The lead-in wires look fairly thin. Although it doesn't show an encapsulated fuse, I would think that the fact they've used thin wires acts as a fuse. And I understand the fuse is to prevent arcing. And mainly only seen on lamps of the 200 volt range, not in America on their lower voltage. I'll show you what the etch has got on there. There's the code 7. I think it's 78, but it may be 70B with a little star. You've got your voltage 220, 230 volts. Made in Holland by Philips with their typical Philips trademark, which I think goes back very many years, and it's to do with radio reception, I believe. If anyone knows the exact derivation, let us know. It'd be interesting to know. With 60 watts. The box it came in was a standard box for lamps that are a little bit different. Special lamp in German, English, French. Or is that one French? No, it's in all the languages, and the top of it has what it is. I call it a daylight lamp. A lamp solaire, which means sunlight lamp in French. And that one's made in Holland. Now, next up, if I haven't got too many this time, we got Philips Superlux. I don't know where the name is on here. Oh, there we are. See if I can show it up on there. There's the edge. It's not too clear. Might do it. There's the name, and there's the what it is. I'll tell you what it says. With my eyes, I'm having a job seeing it. I can't really make it out, so what I'll do, I'll hold it on there. It might liven up. So when you look at it on a video, you'll see what it is. It's what they call the Superlux. It's the mushroom style lamp, and it's got semi-clear. Well, it's not clear, but it's like a frosted front. And I suppose the idea is to direct the light out of that area, so you get more light, more concentrated light coming out. I'll show you the box. Yeah, see, it shows it there, plus 35%. It's 100 watt. Anything else on there? I don't think so. No, that's all it's got on there. It's obviously an old one because you haven't got your energy thing put on there, so it is fairly old. Once again, it's new old stock. It's never been used. It's one for the collection. It's just that I'm sorting another cupboard out. So don't worry, it's like a madhouse here with the stuff. You know, I picked it up over the years. If I can explain things and help people out, I will. Now, we've got another mushroom here. I'll show you the box. This one I think I bought over here in England. Was at one time on my centre light fitting in the front room. Now it's replaced with, dare I say it, LEDs. There's the blurb about it. It's got all the countries. Once again, this one, I don't know, that one shows the... Yes, it does. See, you've got this characteristic energy symbol, and they put it down to D. Normally the old incandescent or tungsten filaments are up to A, which means they're probably producing more heat than actual light. Well, this one's getting a bit better. You've got all your standards, CE, which is Europe. You've got that sign there, which I think originated in Germany. It's to do with reusing stuff, exchanges and that. So it was a good idea, and I think it's worldwide now. And you've got some of the countries where Philips operates from. Anyway, let's look at the bulb itself. These were fairly popular at one time, but they're getting unusual now. It's quartz halogen envelope inside. You've got your filament. It's in a mushroom shaped lamp, clear. And you've obviously got the name. I don't know why they call it this. They call it krypton. Now that is obviously a gas, krypton gas, which I know is used for various lamp fillings. I think you can produce more light by running the filament at a higher voltage. You have krypton. I think it saves the actual filament. But I'm open to comments on there. I'm thinking of a good friend who will probably answer this. No, it's 240, 60 watt. These do or did give extra light because quartz halogen was quite bright, but it does say krypton, and you'd think that it's krypton gas. Well, obviously the only gas you're worried in here, or vacuum or whatever, is in that centre envelope. The outer would probably just be a normal vacuum. It's been evacuated. It's got an evacuation tube there, so that would have been evacuated. The box, does that say krypton on the box? I think it says krypton on the box. Yeah, krypton bright. So, don't know. Someone will know. Anyhow, I've got just two more to show you. We've got soft tone, which is in that shape. You've got your etch, a nice clear etch actually. That's Philips as well, made in Holland. 40 watts, soft tone. Code is that little star again, and L6. So possibly able to date that. Screw base, Edison screw. I can see the filament in there, which is a standard wreath type filament, coil, double Wendel, which I believe they call it in Germany. Interesting to note that early lamps that were produced by, I think, Osram and probably some of the other German companies, when the coil lamp came out, I've got one of these lamps, but I don't know where it is at the moment. It's probably hanging up in the collection. On the etch, it's got a big D, and that stood for double Wendel, which means a double winding, which is coil. Anyway, I'll show you the box it came in. Soft tone. F2 235, I think, is the price. So it's so that was obviously sold on the continent, and no energy ratings on it. So it is an old one, not ancient, but a few years old. Anyhow, we've come to the last one. You might be thinking, thank heavens for that. Don't worry, I can put some more up. Anyhow, the last one we have, it's, oops, the name is, I'll show you the name, Wilko. Now, if you don't know the name, Wilko is a shop which sells all kinds of stuff at reduced price. It's one of our bargain type shops. And on there it shows the energy thing right down to D, which I think may be a bit of a porky pie, a little bit of a lie. But anyhow, not to worry. It's that's what it says, and that is the energy thing which you get on all the modern stuff. What is interesting to note is the size. There's my hand and there's the bulb. It's quite small. And looking at the etch at the top, I didn't know there was an etch, but there is. See if I can show it to you. Wilko with the Continental CE sign. You've got your wattage, 70 watts, 240 volts. You've got a code there as well, A1. Now it's made in Hungary. So when this was made, the Hungary firm was probably owned by GE. So it's possibly a GE made lamp. But now Tungsram, as I said earlier, has taken over the GE name used on the continent. It's quite well made, very small. When you consider some of the older lamps were enormous compared to this of a similar wattage. It's a bayonet base. and a clear lamp. Anyhow, that's all for this little time. Once again, thanks for watching. Any comments please make. And as I say, by now the other one that I've done earlier on has probably, if not probably, almost got uploaded. So once again, thank you. I don't know what I'm going to put up next. I just hope I haven't driven you all to sleep. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and thanks for comments which have been put on my earlier vids. I haven't had a chance to answer them yet, but I will. I try to answer wherever I can, and once again I'm thankful for your actual comments, and I'm grateful. So once again, thanks, and I'll get back to writing the answers to the comments today sometime. And thank you for putting them on. Thanks again. I'm out.